Most AI graphic generators give you something that looks good for about 5 seconds, a flat PNG. Then you try to resize it, recolor it, edit one shape, or hand it to a developer, and the whole thing turns into cleanup work. Today, I am using SVG Genie as an AI graphic generator that creates editable SVG graphics instead of trapped pixels. That flat image problem is everywhere. You generate a graphic for a landing page, a deck, a product launch, or a social post, but the file is not really yours to change. You cannot isolate the shapes. You cannot tune the palette cleanly. You cannot scale it forever. You have a picture of a graphic, not the graphic source. SVG Genie changes the output. You describe the graphic you want, choose a style, and get a real scalable vector file. That means paths, fills, strokes, and editable structure. It is still fast AI generation, but the handoff is an SVG you can actually use in production. The YouTube results for AI graphic generator are mostly broad AI image generator rankings, phone apps, and tools that make impressive previews. Useful, sure, but they miss the job after generation, editing, scaling, exporting, and shipping the asset. SVG Genie is built around that handoff. The SVG part is the win. SVGs stay sharp at any size, load well on the web, and can be opened in Figma, Illustrator, Inkscape, or a code editor. If a graphic needs to live on a website, inside an app, in a slide deck, or on print material, Vector First is the cleaner workflow. Here is the workflow. I will type, bold, abstract launch graphic for a SaaS product, rocket, dashboard panels, violet accent, clean flat vector style, transparent background, editable SVG. The prompt tells SVG Genie the subject, the use case, the style, the colors, and the exact output I want. A few seconds later, I have several directions that are already usable. Not a blurry screenshot. Not a generic stock asset. Clean vector graphics with strong silhouettes, simple shapes, and a file format I can keep editing after the AI part is done. The trick is to prompt like a creative brief. Start with the job, hero graphic, feature graphic, badge, icon, poster mark, product visual, or newsletter art. Then add the subject, the visual style, the color constraints, and words like simple, bold, balanced, transparent background, editable SVG. Style control matters because graphics are not one size fits all. A startup hero needs a different feel from a merch graphic. A docs illustration should be calmer than a launch image. SVG Genie lets the same idea become line art, flat color, engraving, lino cut, or a more technical circuit style. Iteration is where this gets fast. Ask for fewer details, stronger contrast, more white space, a bolder shape, a friendlier mood, a cleaner palette, or a more premium feel. You can explore 10 graphic directions before a manual workflow would finish one careful draft. And after generation, you are not boxed in. Change the violet to your brand blue. Delete an extra shape. Simplify the background. Make a one-color version. Turn the same graphic into a dark mode asset. Because it is SVG, the file remains editable instead of becoming a dead end. Compare that with a normal AI image generator. The preview might win the first impression, but a flat raster file loses when the real asks arrive. Make it wider, remove that object, export it transparent, match the brand, it to React, or print it large. Vector graphics handle those asks cleanly. Use this for landing page visuals, startup pitch decks, blog graphics, social thumbnails, product badges, feature cards, app empty states, docs callouts, launch images, stickers, labels, simple merch art, and internal placeholders that need to look better than placeholders. Developers get a practical bonus. Since the output is SVG, you can inline it, import it as a component, animate pieces later, recolor it with CSS, or keep the source in your repo. It is not just decoration. It is structured artwork your product can understand. When the graphic looks right, export the format the job needs. SVG for the master source. PNG for quick previews and platforms that need pixels. PDF for documents and print. The smart habit is simple. Generate the vector first, then export everything else from that clean source. This topic has real demand too. AI graphic generator gets thousands of searches a month, but the search results are crowded with flat image tools. SVG Genie gives that same generation speed with a more useful end file, clean editable SVG graphics. You can try SVG Genie free with no credit card required. After that, credit packs start at $9 with no subscription to cancel. If you constantly need small graphics for marketing, product, or content, this is much faster than opening a blank canvas every time. So stop making flat images when what you really need is a graphic you can keep working with. Go to svgenie.com, describe the asset, and generate a crisp editable SVG in seconds. Make the graphic. Keep the vector. Ship the work.